Hey everybody, what's up? It's Det the Mudkip here. Today we're going to be playing a ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald. This is Pokemon Blazing Emerald. It's actually really interesting, and I stumbled upon it because I made the mistake of deciding for my first video I was going to do a shiny hunt, and I looked up the odds for Pokemon Emerald, and of course, wouldn't you know it, Pokemon Emerald had the worst shiny frame rate. So at this point I was like, I don't want to spend my entire life hunting, because I'm not going to lie, I spent way too many hours hunting for a shiny Mudkip, because, you know, Det the Mudkip here. I ended up just downloading a copy of Pokemon Blazing Emerald, and I was like, man, I love ROMs, let's try this out. So he asked us, are we playing on normal or hard mode? I figured normal, it's our first playthrough, let's do something light and easy. Then we choose our outfit color, he shows us a regional Goomy, and we're going to pick our name. Our name is always Dolan, that's just what we do, that's Pokemon for me. Right off the bat, we have our NPCs who speak to us pop up in our right-hand corner, and I love that, that's amazing. We set our clock, we check our PC, and whoa, no potion, it's a moo milk, that's pretty wild. Like in regular Emerald, you let yourself into Birch's house, you go to steal his daughter's Pokemon, she shows up, her sprite looks great by the way, and oh look, she's wearing red, huh, take that Emerald. Now we're up to picking a starter, and wow, look at Birch, and he's still being chased by Zigzagoon, and holy crap, look at the choices, guys! I settled on Dreepy, and I didn't even realize it was a fire type until after I actually finished this battle, but wow, I got a female Dreepy, what are the odds? We're going to nickname her. Dreepy's originally ghost type. I thought it was a ghost type when I picked it. You know, ghost, spooky. How about Wednesday? Like Wednesday Addams. That's all I got, guys. I don't know. With Dreepy now named Wednesday, we're off to fight May. So we jump right to May, and look at that. She started with an Eevee. Huh. I wonder if that's because we picked Dreepy, or that's just what she always gets. I guess we'll find out in a replay. After that, we beat her, we head home. Birch is like, hey man, take a Pokedex. At this point, Mom tosses us the running shoes and says, hey, go see your dad and pass him some divorce papers. JK, that's Pokemon Rubier. So I didn't bother to look up anything about this game, so I stocked up on Pokeballs because I had no idea what I was going to find, and I'm actually pretty happy with this Poliwag, so let's catch it. Also, figure I should just state this now, this game has Hoennian versions of Pokemon, just like we had Galar variants, we have Hoennian variants of Pokemon, which is pretty awesome. That's what Dreepy is, actually. Here's our Poliwag. Looking at its stats, it looks like it's got the Gen 5 menu, and we decided to pick up the Zigzagoon as well. We're going to name it Sticky because they usually have the pickup ability, and I like free items. Now that I look back at it, though, if it didn't have pickup, I would have felt really stupid. At this point, we go give Dad the divorce papers. Once again, just kidding. We meet Wally. This is where we get the tutorial for catching, and Dad's like, go catch one yourself. Don't be a little bitch. Scott says he'll smell us later, and we're off to Petalburg Woods where we meet a Team Aqua for the first time. He's pursuing this guy from the Devon Company. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about. And is it just me, or does this Venonat look off? We do find out later this is actually a Hoennian Venonat, but I'm like, huh. See, at first I thought maybe the sprite was messed up because this was a ROM hack, but no, this is a Hoennian Venonat, and I thought I was going to be getting me a Hoennian Venomoth. But, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, we're going to name him Nightwing because, you know, why not? He's a dark type. Look, if I could come up with better names, I definitely would. And honestly, if I could stream this live on Twitch, I'd let you guys name it. But we're not there yet. Like Hobo Johnson said, I'm not quite there yet, but I'll get there. Anyway, on to the first gym. I could skip the battles here that are not mandatory, but I want the experience and the money because I have a feeling I'm going to need many, many more Pokeballs to capture all these sweet-ass Pokemon in this ROM hack. So while we're still in the early game here, I'll just ask, was anybody's first game Emerald? For me personally, my first game was Yellow. I really did enjoy Gen 3, that's where I got really good at Pokemon. My little kid brain was at the point where I understood type advantage and disadvantage, and I played the shit out of Sapphire version. Like, Kyogre was my favorite, and Sapphire was my game. Now granted, I got it a year late for Easter because, you know, I was kind of a troublemaker, but, you know, Grandma hooked me up. Thanks, Grandma. Love you. You're a real one. And you know what? You guys can be real ones too. If you want to, you can click that subscribe button. I'm going to totally plug that like 6 more times. I'm sorry. Please don't stop watching, please. By the way, instead of a nose pass, she had Hoennian Marcini? I don't know. It was f***ing awesome though. Wish I could have found one. I didn't, but I wish I had. Oh, and Sticky evolved, but you know, that's just my pickup / HM slave. Also, look at Mr. Briny's sprite. What a distinguished gentleman. He looks exactly like I imagine he had in the game from 8-bit stylings. And here we go to the president of... Oh my god! If that is Nightmare Fuel, I don't know what is. Because, oh, stop smiling. You're freaking me out. Stop showing me parts of your skeleton, man. We're given a Pokénab, which is Emerald Gen 3's version of the Poké cell phone from Gen 2, and hey, we run into May, and she wants to battle, so, oh, now she has a Pikachu. How did you get that? Man, it doesn't matter, I didn't want a Pikachu anyway, but hey, look at that, we won, and oh, wow, on top of that, Splash evolved. We picked up Cutoff Screen, and then we went to the other part of Petalburg First, used to cut to get to, and we found a Pineco. I already have a bug type, but I've never seen a Pineco in the Hoenn region, so we're going to try to catch it. Speaking of Pokemon, did you notice how quickly my whole team's leveling up? It's like there's XP share on, but I know I don't have it, so I'm guessing that's the normal mode. I plan to play this again and do a different team in hard mode, because this just feels a little too easy. Okay, nickname. Pine cones come from trees. How about cedar? Like a cedar tree. Haha, I know. I'm so unoriginal. Also, look at this random area I found. Apparently, this is one of the new areas they put in the game. Sadly, we can't progress any farther at Rock Smash, but I will come back here. If I remember. Fight me, Daddy! Give me the gym badge! Yeah, no, I didn't think so. He told me to off, and now I've got to go to Dewford. The game sets it up so you have to fight your dad for the 5th gym badge, which is no big deal. So we're going to go to Dewford, and we're... Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh, another new area. What? We talked to this little kid who looks like Charlie Brown, and he's like, hey, look out for the Skorupi. Well, if I didn't already have a Venonat with me, I would have caught one. Also, early access to Swablu, that's awesome. If I wanted an Altaria, maybe next run, but I don't know. I definitely think I'm going to do a hard mode next time, and I might just make it a shiny hunt, because... You know, I've already beaten the game at this point, but while going over it, I found out the shiny odds in this game are 1 in 1,000, which are baller. We stumble upon an in-game event, which is definitely different, because this area didn't exist, and there's this guy named Blake, and he's taking on Team Magma, so we're going to go over there and see what's going on. We're like, hey man, what's up? And he's just like, hey, why don't you jump in here? I was like, what? So I just kept clicking Wednesday, and I wasn't really sure. I realized this was a 3-on-3 double battle, and I didn't pick 2 Pokemon. Rutrow. And now I feel like the idiot, but lucky me that Wednesday is a tough bitch, and she ain't gonna take no sass from nobody. I just want to apologize in advance now. I know that little sidebar on the left-hand side where you see the rabbit and the purple lightning bolt is super annoying. I plan to switch the layout, and that should move it to the bottom, which will make it less awkward. I don't like where it's at, honestly, so I'm gonna play around with the settings, and I'm sure I can get it moved. Whoa, hold the phone! Hoennian. God, I cannot say that word. Hoennian tentacle. Oh, you know what? Sorry, Splash. You hit the bench. It's a tentacle with yellow eyes. And if I'm correct, this thing's electric type. Your name is Jables, because I watched Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny when I caught you, so, I'm so original. Next, we're on to find Steven Stone and give him his letter, and look at this Dunsparce. Oh man, if I didn't have Jables with me here, I would have picked him up, because that's definitely electric type, but don't need 2 of those on my team. We find Mr. Stone looking for a Firestone. Pun. I'm so punny. And he gives us Steel Wing, because, you know, hint that he's a Steel type trainer. And then we move on to the gym. Broly's gone, and in his place is Blake, who, by the way, I thought was a girl at first, not gonna lie. Sorry, judged a book by its cover there, my dude. Totally on me, but yeah. And he's a Dark-type trainer, which, nice. I don't think we actually ever had any Dark-type gyms. Well, I mean, there was that one gym in Sun and Moon. No, okay. You know what? Nope, no Dark-type gyms. Sorry, excuse my ill knowledge. Alright, fast forward. We got the gym badge. We sailed all the way over to Slateport. We head towards the next route where we would fight May underneath the Biker Pass, and look at that! A Farfetch is in the grass! Ooh, we want you. I need a flyer anyway. My whole goal is to use Pokemon I don't usually use on this run, so I never use Farfetch. 1, because they kind of suck, and 2, because, you know, they don't evolve, so... Why not? I need a flyer, and lol, it's a duck. Alright! Got us a duck. I'm sorry, a wild duck Pokemon. Excuse me! Alright, it's a duck. Ducks make noise. Ducks quack. Its name is Quackers. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And right after we catch Quackers here, our Venonat finally evolves. But it's not what you think.
Mothman.
It turns into the Mothman. No, but it's a Mermoth, which freaking awesome. I am generally sad this is a Fakemon because this is awesome. You know, and now we're at the museum and we're delivering the Devon parts. I never read it, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't care. I'm giving the guy the parts to move the story along, and now Team Aqua wants to tussle. But they weren't ready for my physical attacker, the one, the only, Jables, and holy shit, did you see the seal? That thing looked evil. Oh, by the way, there's Archie. Holy shit, that had to be a dark type. Seal's probably water and dark. Oh my god, that's awesome. Why do I already have a water type in my team? Why? Not gonna lie, I'm rather impressed with this ROM hack. It is a very, very, very nice adaptation of Emerald, and I highly recommend you play it. Oh, and now that chubby bastard Scat's like, you're cool enough if you want to come hang out with me sometimes. We run into Professor Birch, and he's like, where's my daughter? And it's like, bruh, we're just friends, chill. We ain't like that. He must have surfed from the other direction, because May is literally up to the right. And oh, by the way, Farfetch evolves in this game. It becomes a Malarkey. Dude, this thing's awesome. It's flying and fighting type. Sheesh, this duck just became an ostrich, and I'm ready to beat everyone's ass with it. So there's the team. We have mostly regional variants and our Fakemon at this point, and I'm happy with it, really am. Mine is Sticky. Sticky's just our pickup bitch and HM Slave, but that's okay. You notice that May's team is a lot of Kanto-based Pokemon. Not that I care, but it seems like almost everyone she's picked is cutesy. Also, they're all not really inspired. I was hoping to see a little more variety. I mean, yeah, there's some type coverage, but again, they're all just Gen 1 basics. There's no Fakemon, there's no Hoenn variants, there's nothing. After this battle, Jables evolves, and holy shit, take a look at this beast. Interesting head design. I love the beak. It really looks like a Squidward, but everyone names their tentacles Squidward. That's why I didn't do it. By beating May, she gives us the item finder, and she takes off. So now we run into Wally in front of the next gym, and he's like, "But Uncle, I'm ready. I feel the strength in my Pokemon." And he wants to fight, and I'm like, "Bitch, do you really want to run this? This is Purple Squad today. Don't even. We're Death the Mudkip." After stomping Wally out in front of the Mauville gym, I forgot to mention that, as you can see, the screen's a bit darker because we have the night cycles in this game, which I love. I remember as a kid, I was very shocked when we didn't have the night cycles. Oh, yeah, and Wednesday evolved. But back to what I was saying, I was very shocked as a kid that they didn't have the night cycles in this one, but they had them on an older game. That really threw me off, but I know it was just like a design choice. And in keeping true to older gens, we find a Ditto right by the daycare. I catch it, and I name it Gummy, but I'm not going to party up with it. I don't have any interest in using a Ditto. Alright, time to go fight Watson in his gym and kick his ass because, you know, he likes electric types, and we don't like electric types. We actually don't mind electric types. I'm just looking for things to say. I'm glad that they took the time to give the gym leaders new Pokemon, like the variants, because some ROM hacks you play, they don't have anything different about the gym leaders. It's the same gym leaders. You just have something different about the map or something, and I don't know, to me that's just disappointing. Also, side note, I saw a Shinx as one of the first Pokemon when I started the game, and I almost caught it, but then I was like, nah, Diamond and Pearl remakes are right around the corner. I don't want to, like, wear myself out on Luxury. Which reminds me, are you getting Brilliant Diamond or Vibrant Pearl? I don't even know if those are actually the right names. That's how much I don't give a shit. The remakes look terrible because they're chibi. Moving on. I found a Kabuto, and it's level 5, and I was like, I kind of want it. I was hoping it had a new evolutionary form, maybe involved in like a Genesect, if I give it a Metal Coat. And contrary to popular opinion, I'm much more preferential to Kabuto than Omnimite. So, sorry Lord Helix, I'm not going to praise thee. I just don't really vibe with you. I hate your mustache. So I was talking to this dude just to see what was going on, and after the battle, bam! Wednesday evolved to her final form, and she learned something called Devil Darts, which, they're pretty awesome, dude, not gonna lie. Those are like 2-shot kills. We make it up to Fall Arbor Town and start exploring, and I find an extra area, and look, it's Broly! And Broly's in charge of the mine, and just like in Diamond and Pearl, you can mine for rare stones and fossils. No, see, the catch here, those yellow rocks on the wall next to him, you're allowed to mine there for fossils and rocks, but you're only allowed to use every spot in the cave once per day. So after that, you have to come back, and 24 hours later, you can do it again. Now, I'm sure you could cheese the clock and kind of do as much as you want, but I don't care enough. It's fun, but it's not like something I have to do. None of my Pokemon evolved from stones, so I don't really care. From this point, we continue the story and head down to Meteorite Falls, where we fight Team Aqua or Magma. I can't remember which one it was. Okay, it was Team Magma. And then we head up to the volcano, where they're using the comet to, you know, kind of try to provoke Groundon, and we're going to fight an admin here, so bring it, Courtney. As always, no NPC is actually a challenge for us. We're going to sweep right through here straight to Archie, and I am so psyched I picked up that Farfetch. I had no idea it evolved into Malarkey, but holy shit, this Pokemon thwomps. We reach Archie, and he's like, hey, stop being a dick, and he's like, make me, and I'm like, dude, don't make me shit on your entire plan, I'm 12, and then I do it. Also, that Ursaring looks sweet, might be what we pick next playthrough, considering we already have a fire type, and ooh, Typhlosion. At least he's sticking with his theme. After this battle, Snips evolves, and since it's not a new type, and it's not a Hoennian version like I was hoping, it's going to the PC, because I've already got a water type. Looking at you, Jables, looking at you. On to Lodridge Town, and Wally's like, hey, wait up, I want to scrap again. I'm like, dude, we just boxed you, but alright, Death the Mudkip ain't gonna take no victims here, boy. I know they don't mean him to be so pathetic, but honestly, he doesn't even feel like a secondary rival. He just feels like a nuisance, if anything. Like, he just comes off as this annoying little shit who won't leave me alone. Hey, you watched me catch this Ralts. Let's battle! Once we reach Lodridge Town, we pull Splash out of the PC, boop its nose, which it doesn't have a nose, I'm sorry. We boop its eyeball with a Water Stone, evolve it into a Poliwrath, put it back in the PC, then we go and scoop the Mystery Egg, and guess what? It's not a Wynut this time. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's something. 10 out of 10, Flannery is best girl in the entire Hoenn region. I mean, look at her expressions alone, plus her hair's awesome, so you can fight me on that. But not shipping, that's not my waifu. Just saying. Oh, and Scamry also got a fire typing, so he's fire steel type in this game. But, with already having a fire type on the team, don't need one. But if I didn't, I would probably choose you. We head back to Petalburg Gym, we kick our dad's door open and go, "Hey, you should subscribe, old man." And also, you should probably subscribe too, because, that's what the cool people do. At least, that's what I've been told. I wouldn't know. As I did just use an item in battle, although I never set rules that said I couldn't, I did try to avoid that, but it was a pride thing, and Dad was kind of choking me in front of my Pokemon. I had to nut up or shut up here, guys. I'm sorry. And my team is just learning new moves out the wazoo. I mean, I spent more time in my move pool than I did actually fighting my dad here. That's a weird phrase now that I say it out loud, but hey, not only did I fight my dad, I beat him too. Disclaimer, I don't actually fight my dad. Speaking of dads, Wally's dad shows up and he's like, "Hey man, thanks for kind of not letting my son be a useless piece of shit. Here's Surf." So then I take Surf and I go over to where I fought May in the beginning and I ride across the lake only to find a cave. I go into this cave and then I find the very basement. There's an old man waiting for me and he's like, "I'm guarding the power." So I'm like, "Oh shit, we gotta figure this out." We're getting ready to fight him and BAM! Shadow Lugia! What? Doesn't matter that we totally stomped it. Best ROM hack ever. So we beat the Guardian, we walk downstairs and it's Jirachi. And then I remembered, oh yeah, someone told me that this ROM hack has a completable Pokédex, as in there's no Pokemon in the Dex you can't catch. I.e., there's a shit ton of legendaries just floating around Hoenn, because now Hoenn's the most important region ever, according to this one. Here's another legendary, speaking of it, there's Raikou. They put Raikou in the bottom of the power plant, which you have to go to after Watson gives you the key, and the whole idea is you shut down the generator, and then you surf on over to the next route, and you head towards the town that's got Winona, which I can't remember, but I think it's like Treefort or some shit. It's the place with the really tall grass, and you've got to fight the Kecleons, and I think you might even fight May again, I don't remember. We bump into Steven Stone, he asks us about life, and then he literally jets off. After that, we're doing, oh my god, look at that Goomy. I want it. I want the Goomy. I like you, and I want you. No, but this is a regional variant of, this is a Hoennian Goomy, and it's fairy type, which is kind of weird, but okay. Also, he looks a lot like Finn's hat from Adventure Time. I've been watching a lot of Adventure Time, so I named it that. Oh, and by the way, the egg hatched. It was a Horsey, which, Horsey is from the sea. The god of the sea is Poseidon. I made my choice. I don't regret it. Also, here's the Team Aqua admin, and look at that dude gone. It's gotta be Ghost or Dark type, but god damn, I love it. We beat down some Team Aqua scrubs, and we rescue the people at the weather facility, and they're like, "Hey man, how about you take this cast form?" And I'm like, "I guess, to the PC you go." Cast form totally sucks. Actually, I wonder what would happen if I did a cast form only run. Food for thought later. Anyway, May wants to fight. She's evolved her Pokemon fully, so she's got a Thunder and a Moonstone. That's kind of impressive, not gonna lie, but okay. Also, while picking berries, I found a Solus that attacked me, and that was one of the regional starters I was interested in picking because it's Psychic and Grass type and it's supposed to be like a berry. It's really neat, honestly, so I named it Berry, obviously, and I'm training it. So, technically, I've got 2 starters in my team. From here, we find ourselves in Four Tree City. We bump into Steven Stone again, and he tells us how to fight Kecleon. So we fight it, and instead of catching it, we surf right over it, and now it's time to go fight Winona for our next gym badge. So we skip right to her, and it's time to beat some bird ass. I haven't played a Hoenn game since they remade them in like 2015 or 2016, but if I remember correctly, your team was Swellow, Pelipper, Tropius, maybe a Scamry, and definitely an Altaria. This, however, was not the case for this game, as we fight against an Aerodactyl. We're about to go up against a Dodrio, which this Dodrio is insane, by the way. Look at it. Oh my god, I want one. Next playthrough for sure, gonna get one. Definitely a shiny on that. And then, of course, she had the Malachi. Oh, and Berry evolved, ruining the whole berry theme. I guess he's now just a pear, so thanks for that. Moving on towards Moss Deep City, we run into a... Oh my god, it's a shiny! Oh my god! Later on, I found out that the shiny odds in this game are only 1 in 1,000, so that kind of dampened the whole, finding a shiny in the wild like that. But you know what? It's a green Marill, I'm catching it, and I'm naming it Sherbert, and you can't stop me. Sadly, I'm kind of attached to my team at this point, and even if they gave Marill the fairy typing, which I don't know if they did, still isn't worth adding it to my team. Anyway, on to Mount Pyre. Both Archie and Maxie have both stolen an orb that's red and blue, and now we're going to fight May, because teleportation. I'm not saying her team is ass, and actually, if I recall, don't quote me on this, I feel like this is really close to her old team. I feel like she had a Tropius and a Crawdaunt, but I don't know for sure. The Pikachu, Clefable, and Espeon, though, are totally out of the norm, but whatevs, man. She ain't no threat. We beat her down in front of the Pokemart, and we're like, "Hey, girl, we'll catch you later." I then backtrack over to Vanderturf, whatever, the place with the Wheezmer Cave, because I needed to get strength. I forgot to pick that up. And now we're heading to the Team Magma base. We're going to go wake up Groundon and punch Archie in his face, but only after we kick Tabitha's ass here. Now, if you remember in the way beginning, one of the starters was the Hoennian version of Dynamo, which turns into that really sweet Electros, which is a sandworm, which I guarantee is ground and electric type. So I may have to pick one up in another playthrough because I do like the way it looks. So, oh god, how many times I'm going to play this game to have different teams? I can only imagine. Anyway, we catch up to Archie. He wakes up Groundon and he's like, "Groundon, why have you left magically?" And he blames me, so I'm like, "Bitch, don't eat, and I will fuck you up, Purple Squad style." I get the concept. You like ground, you like heat, you like fire, but you still lost, you dumbass. I personally don't think I could ever be a gym leader, only because I don't like the whole one type thing. I mean, I would cheat and just do dual types, because here's the thing. If everybody knows I'm the fire guy, then they're just going to train up Pokemon who are strong against fire. I get it's a gym leader's job to test the strength of Pokemon trainers, but in the same breath, it's like, why am I handing out free dubs? Like, I'm going to dunk on you every chance I get. I feel like if I was going to be a gym leader, I'd be more like Blue in like Gen 2, where he's like, you know what? This gym's theme's ground, but I'm just going to use my team that made me champion. That's how I would do it. We go to Team Aqua's base, and we run into this guy named Matt, who is just ripped, and wow, he's got a Delmise. Anyway, he's stopping us from stopping the submarine, and by the time we beat him, the submarine takes off, and it's just like, huh, you're gonna have to search the whole sea to catch my team now. I'm an asshole. Next, we teleport straight to the next gym, and we're gonna fight Liza and Tate. Okay, it is Liza, I couldn't remember. I love how their sprite just goes like, now I'm angry, now I'm not, now I'm angry, now I'm not, now I'm angry, now I'm not. I know there were two people, but still, twins, lol.
Mothman, lift that man off the ground.
And now, Mothman, sorry, Nightwing. Your entire job is to sweep this entire group. Oh my god. Anybody else hate double battles? I thought they were a cool concept when they got introduced, but honestly, I don't like it. This might just be a shitty opinion, but I feel like they take longer. And guess what? Spoiler alert, I was not a huge fan of triple battles introduced in Gen 5 either. I'm a Gen 1er. I like my Pokemon mono y mono. Don't bring your bitch friend. Square up. Let's go. Once again, Scott shows up and decides to be a cock tease and be like, ooh, I know the Battle Frontier, but you can't go yet, because you gotta finish the main story. I just imagine he's like the guy from South Park rubbing his nipples the whole time.
Geez, that's terrible. Then I guess you just have to work within our time windows.
Now we find ourselves at the Space Center, and Steven has asked us to join. And look, I actually know how to enter Pokemon in a triple-double battle. Look at that. Yes, I'm learning. Anyway, does anybody else remember the rumors, the schoolyard playground rumors where people are like, if you beat the game and you do it under a certain time, then you go to the space station and they're going to shoot you to the moon where you can catch a Deoxys. Not true. Completely not true at all. Although, in the remakes, there's a Delta Emerald episode where you actually have to fly Rayquaza into space and fight a Deoxys there. That was some great fan service. Anyway, we stopped by Steven Stone's house, and he's like, hey, here's Dive. So we use Dive, and we go and find where Team Aqua is hiding out. Now we're going to go beat this bitch down again. Once we get past her, we just got to fight Archie, wake up Kyogre, and then the final scene happens in Sutopolis. And I can get my last gym badge, and then just finish the game. I just realized this girl's name is Admin Shelly. I get it, Shell, Aqua, Beach. Oh my god, you guys are so original. So punny. I think she's a cuck, though. She's kind of like, she's making a weird face after I beat her, and I don't like that. So let's just move on to Archie. He's also making a weird face. Some of these animations are just... But then again, we can look at Gen 6 remake, and that Archie's terrible too, so I don't know. Side note, I just want to mention I also appreciate that both Archie and Maxie had a Johto starter with them. I thought that was kind of cool. And finally, after a long time, Berry evolves into a pineapple. So we go from a berry to a pear to a pineapple. Huh. Not as I was expecting. I was actually thinking it'd be like a raspberry or a cherry. Or I don't know. Just not that. But hey, I don't hate it. I just wish the color scheme was different. And here we have two insufferable assholes who realize they threw the world into chaos over their own selfish desires. How deafening is your own stupidity? And again, why would you want to expand the sea? Most of the planet's already the goddamn sea. Maybe the land, I can kind of get with the Team Magma thing, sure. But again, still stupid. Both your desires are stupid. Steven finds me and tells me that Sutopolis is the battleground for two legendary Pokemon. And speaking of legendary Pokemon, I found a Shaman. I accidentally found this thing. I was surfing looking for a different cave to Struedelmuffin, and I walked into this one. And before you know it, I finished the puzzle, bumped into an Elite Four member, and then Shaman was like, hey, what's good? And I was like, well, I already came here. I wasn't here to get you, but you're kind of cute. I guess I'm going to catch a literal hedgehog here. I remember when I was like 14, I had an action replay. I used the run through walls code because I thought it was super cool and it made me feel special. And remember accidentally finding Shaman and being like, huh. I remember going to school and flexing with my friends and being like, look at what I got. And everyone's like, how the hell did you get that? And I was like, I'm never going to tell you. Then my friend Evan's mom bought him an action replay because he saw me using one and he told everyone how to get one. So I was cool for like a week, but you know what? Whatever, not important. What is important is Wally's here in Pacific Log Town and we have the option to battle him. And of course we're going to break his pride because he's a goddamn nuisance. Then we actually head back because I missed the entrance to Sutopolis. But hey, look, these two assholes are fighting, and these two assholes are like, how could we have done this? You both should be tied up and forced to listen to J-pop for 1,000 years because of what you've done. Maybe 1,000 is a long time. 1,000 days in the dungeon. I don't know, guys, honestly. I'm going to fix it because that's when I am on the goat. Steven tells me how to solve it. We got to go find Wallace, and then Wallace will tell us how to solve it. So we go find Wallace, who AKA is as cold as vanilla ice, and he's like, yo, there's a problem. I'll tell you how to solve it. Hey, there's also another legendary Pokemon. You have Earth, Water, and this one's Air. But no fire. We don't do fire in the Hoenn region. Anyway, let's go get it right now. I honestly wonder, after getting this decision, if I went and picked one of the other ones, would he make me go there to look, only realize they weren't there, and then go to another place? Regardless, I've gone to the Sky Pillar, which, you know, the Sky Pillar was actually in all 3 games. Rayquaza was catchable in all 3, but it didn't become important to the story until Emerald. Fun fact! So after that, I head upstairs and I find Rayquaza here, and I'm not gonna lie, dude, Rayquaza is one of my favorite legendaries. He flies off and he says, hey, knock that shit off! So after Green Slifer calms them all down, it's time to get my gym badge, and I could go after them later, but I don't care. These two think about their life and realize how much they'd suck, and then it's on to the gym. And here I was half expecting Wallace to be like, it's my gym, come and fight me, young man, but no. It's actually Juan's gym, and dude, I hated the ice puzzle in this as a kid, but as an adult, it only got me once. Once I remembered you had to actually walk around, I was like, oh, we're good. Not gonna lie though, Juan's got some goofy ass looking hair, but that's not gonna stop us. I'm gonna fight him like any other person with a normal ass haircut or an anime protagonist haircut, because I don't distinguish between hair. These fists are rated E for everyone. Also, this gym is no longer a water gym, now it's an ice gym, and that threw me off, and that's why Barry totally got KO'd, but that's okay, because Wednesday may be dragon, but she's also part fire, and fire beats ice, and holy shit! Chrysalix? Oh my god, I didn't even go to the show caves. What was I thinking? Next game, promise, next playthrough. And after that, Juan takes a fall, we got all 8 gym badges, it's time to head to Victory Road, then conquer the Elite Four, but not before Wally wants to run us one. But before that, we stop in the Poke Center, and Scott shows up, and he's like, hello, if you ever win the Pokemon League, I'm going to take you to the Battle Frontier. Okay, so, you know, I do a lot of things I shouldn't do, like take on way too many projects that are definitely ahead of my skill levels, but that's okay. As I'm fighting Wally right now and recording this, in another file, I'm doing a shiny-only run, so if you like the way Blazing Emerald looked, wait till you see that, and wait till you see my frustration, because your boy... he overextends himself sometimes and maybe forgets to save after he's captured a shiny or two. Not crying, you're crying. Anyway, moving on. Wally's team seems okay. How the hell do you have both Glaciolate and Gravidor? I'm sorry, you only caught 1 Ralts. I was there. And from this point, we're going to rush right into the Elite Four. And first up is Phoebe. She's a Ghost-type trainer, and I don't remember the actual lineup of the Elite Four, but holy shit, look at that Emolga! Why did I not catch one of those? I love it! Ghosts are weak to Dark type for some reason. I never really understood that because ghosts usually hide in the dark, I guess? I don't know. Either way, Mothman is going to easily sweep her entire team, so sorry about that, Phoebe, but you know, I've said it before. Why do people only stick to one typing? Sure, some of your Pokemon are dual type, but if I know you're a ghost type, I'm going to prepare for ghosts. Who are you going to call? Obviously Dolan. Next up is Serena, and she is a grass type user, and I actually ran into her when I caught Shaman, but I forgot to record that part. Not that it's important. She was also looking for Shaman. Too bad she didn't catch it. It might have been more challenging. Anyway, we sweep her with Wednesday, and that's that. Which reminds me, why did we even make mythical Pokemon? Because mythical aren't like legendary. Legendaries have legendary stats. Mythical are just like super scarce and rare, and they're not even really good. I wish I would have known that the shiny odds in this game are 1 in 1,000 before I started it. That's my fault for not looking it up, but I would have loved to have a shiny Wednesday here. She would have been so cool. Okay, so the next challenger is Beatty, but Beatty's grown up and has transferred from Galar to Hoenn, which would make this at least 10 years in the future from when Sword and Shield came out, even though it's a decade behind. I don't know, this is some continuum time shit I don't with. Also, I guess I really am a Gen 1er, because when they announced Fairy type, I wasn't hyped. I didn't really like that they retyped a lot of normal Pokemon, and I mean, I think it's good that there was a new typing added, but I don't know, maybe it's because I secretly love the Dragon typing, and it upset me that the overpowered typing finally had someone to rival it. So after we show these Dragon Slayers who's boss, we decide to heal our team up, and then it's on to Drake, the next, and I think he's the fourth. Yeah, he's the fourth member of the Elite Four. After that, there's only the champion. Now the question is the champion Wallace or Steven? I just want to take a moment and say, if you've made it this far into the video, thank you very much. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. I mean, I know I'm not one of the big PokeTubers. Hell, I've got like 3 subscribers right now, but I do enjoy doing this, and I hope to do more of it, and I've already got some ideas on how to kind of tweak things and make things go a little smoother, maybe not record as much. Shorter videos, my dude. 20 minutes is the staple. That's what Dunsparce evolved into? Oh, I missed out! The thing's fucking sick! I'm gonna have to cop one on my next playthrough. I'm just gonna have to. Small update from the real world as of right now. While editing this, I still have not caught one, and I'm already, at least 4 badges in. Well, we always have the Wonder Trade, so we'll see. Also, look at that, his last Pokemon was Dragapult, but it stood no chance. Honestly, the way this game overlevels your Pokemon, it kind of takes away from the challenge, which I don't hate. I'm not out here looking to break my neck or cut my teeth on a really hard-styled Pokemon ROM. I mean, it's not like I have played Pokemon XD Deluxe. I'm sorry, Pokemon Blue XD Deluxe. That was a nightmare. Anyway, Wallace is the champion, and look at that. He wants to fight me. And even as champion, Wallace stood no chance. Now, I'm sure there's a lot more. I know you can go to the Battle Frontier, and I'm sure there's a fight with Steven somewhere after this, but, you know, I don't really care. I beat the main storyline, and that's kind of where we're at. There's other ROMs to play. I think I'm going to do a shiny hunt for my next video, and not just like a shiny hunt, I think I'm going to do a shiny-only playthrough, since the odds in it Blazing Emerald are so great for shinies. Maybe after that I'll do like an Oaks Challenge or something, or a Nuzlocke, but there's definitely more content to come. I don't know, man. I never really enjoyed the Battle Frontier as a kid. I'm not into EVs and IVs. I do like EVs and I do like Snivies, but I know about EVs or IVs. I couldn't tell you the difference of an effort value, an initial value, or whatever the hell they are. Don't understand. I know they make your Pokemon more viably compatible, but I don't care about Pokemon's compatibilityness. I just wanted to play the game and go back to my childhood before I had to pay bills as an adult. Is that so wrong? Well, if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to thank you and ask you to maybe consider subscribing, because I have much more Pokemon content on the way, and I look forward to sharing it with you in the future. Don't forget to smash the like button if you like Mudkips, because I did hear you like Mudkips.